First of all, I plead innocent of all charges.
This is Elvis, the ultimate fan channel, the global Elvis community fan channel.
Hello there. There's Vincenzo. Juliana says, Steve, I've got something to tell you in a minute. Something, yes. Here we go. I'm going to tell you now, actually. I'm so glad you can actually see me, and I'll tell you the reason why is because half an hour ago, you wouldn't believe the, let me just close something here. You wouldn't believe the panic that was going on behind the scenes because the streaming software wasn't working properly. So I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do this tonight. And anyway, I got the glitches out the way, and here I am. I would have missed it. Steve, my prayers for James Burton. Heard he's not doing well. Yes, Vincenzo. And I'm glad you've said that because I just wanted to say to everybody, we are thinking of James. Play the song, James. Play it, James. Yes, James Burton, Elvis's guitar player from 1969 to 1977. And we just really sending all our thoughts and good vibes to James, that things work out well for him. Now, Paul Gansky says greetings to all. So so as I say, there was a bit of a panic going on. There was an update on James's Facebook. He is doing better. Well, Juliana, I'm really glad you typed that, and that's really made me feel a lot better. So that's great news. Come on, James, play it. So I really would have missed it if I couldn't have got that little glitch out the way, because I do enjoy these Sundays. I hope you do. Now, let me explain. If you're new to this channel, this is what you found. You have found Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel, the global Elvis community channel. And what we do is we broadcast every Sunday, and basically we just have Elvis fun. Okay, Elvis fun. Steve, I would have missed it too. Juliana, yes. We would have missed it. Well, that's very kind. Thank you very much. John, sorry I'm a bit late. Hello. Well, I would have been a lot later, John, if things hadn't have worked out well. Right, so what have we got? Yes, well, before I go any further, because I've said the Global Elvis Community Channel, I do a weekly shout out to I've asked you to send in your name and your location in the world to prove that it is truly a global community channel. And I've got to say hi to Irina. I hope I'm saying that right. Irina from Ukraine. So that's putting Ukraine on the map for the Elvis Global Community Channel. And we do appreciate, Irina, you looking in under the circumstances, obviously. And that's this week's Global Community Shout Out. Now, for everybody that's new, and a lot of people that sort of watch every week know what's coming up. Well, the topic, Lisa Marie's Paperback and Ernst Jorgensen's comments on EPiC. I couldn't fit it all in the banner above me, so I've just put Lisa Marie's Paperback. That's what we'll be covering. We'll be covering This Day in Elvis History, a live poll, Dylan's Elvis Tale. Yes, Dylan, stand by. We've got something from Dylan. Underrated Elvis song. No, we haven't. I forgot to change that. I must change that because it's not underrated anymore. It's Elvis Song of the Week, isn't it? Yes, Elvis Song of the Week. So I'll put change for next week. Come on, Steve. Get yourself sorted out. I asked you to vote on 4 songs this week, and we will be giving you the result of that poll near the end of the show. A song I wish Elvis had recorded, caption this photo, smoking hot photo, and I will be spinning the wheel for the winner of Fan of the Month's winner for September. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. So a lot to get through. You can obviously ring me on the telephone number on the screen. If you're outside of Ireland, you have to put 353 in front of that number. You can also call me, of course, on WhatsApp and Messenger. And also, you can get into the queue on Discord. And I see there's a couple of folks actually in there already. And if you're not a member of our Discord server yet, there's a link below so you can get in touch with us that way. Now, what else? Oh, yes. Hidden Elvis. I forgot to say, we do 4 clues throughout the show. And last week, it was the Silver Dome, Pontiac Silver Dome. So what will it be this week? It could be, again, it could be a venue. It could be a movie. It could be somebody in Elvis's life. It could be an item of clothing. But let's do the first one.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 1.
Okay, Hidden Elvis. Clue number 1 is April 3rd, 1948. Now, I say this every week. If you do get it after the second or the third clue or whatever, don't type it into the chat until the 4th clue, because people like to play along all the way through to the 4th clue. But that's the first clue anyway. Hidden Elvis, clue number 1, April the 3rd, 1948. Now, cheers. There was a couple of people that bought me coffee during the week. So cheers. Thank you very much. Here's my coffee now. And it keeps me going throughout the week when I'm doing this preparation and everything. So thank you very, very much. And you can do that by using the link below or scanning the QR code, or you can donate via PayPal. I think there's a link for that as well. And you can buy me a couple of cups of coffee. As I say, oh, yeah, Edward says, beautiful mug, Steve. Yes. And I'll tell you, you can't actually see it on there, but it says 70th anniversary, the King, 1935 to 2005. That's when I bought that medal. Oh, you can just see it there now. Just about. It says 1935 to 2005. That's when I bought the mug. Don't know where I got medal from. Now, the quiz, back by popular demand. Yeah. Oh dear. I think that little glitch at the start of the show is put me all of a flutter. One of the few channels that I'm not afraid to look at. Is that this channel? Oh, Anula? That's very kind. Thank you very much. I hope she's talking about this one. Yes, and because basically, yeah, that's all you'll get on this channel, is you'll get Elvis fun. We'll keep up his memory and his legacy. Isn't that what an Elvis channel should be about? Yes. Now, here we go. Blankety blank. I will read out some lines of lyrics from Elvis's songs, and I will say blank, and you've got to tell me what is in that blank. Okay? Now, here we go. This is quite an easy one, I think. I'm not going to sing it, because if you sing it, it'll make it easier. But it won't make it easier on your ears. Okay, here we go. Right. Hear that old train whistle howling in the night. If that blank southbound, things will be all right. Now, what do you think of that? Dylan says train. John says fire. Mike M says train, I'm leaving now. Train, fire. Train, I'm leaving now. Train, freight. Okay, now, help me out here, because I don't think Chris is in the building. Rhubarb has put flyers. And if Rhubarb is the first person to say flyers, then Rhubarb has got it. And I'll tell you the reason why is because it's if that flyer southbound, things will be all right. Now, Elvis is singing this quite quick, and a lot of people have put fires. And it does sound like fires sometimes, but it is flyers. So, yeah, just to help me out here, I think I think Rhubarb was the first person to say flyers. So she is going to get... Oh, yeah, we never decided on the colour of the ink, did we? And I'm going to go for green. That was quick, wasn't it? Hello, Pamela Chessman. How are you? Mark Hutchins. Right. Okay. Hard to keep up with the chat going so fast. Steve has so many viewers. Love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I do believe it was Rhubarb. Rhubarb. And this splendid... Juliana says, I'll be honorary Chris for the quiz if you like, Steve. Okay, that does mean that you can't unfortunately take part. Although that being said, yeah, she has the answers, and you don't. But then again, yeah, I know what you mean. You can help me out. I can tell you who was the first person to get it, and you can check for me. Now, this wonderful, wonderful quiz jingle, which I introduced a couple of weeks ago, and I'm keeping it at least for one more week because it's just so funny, and Elvis is just so quick with that reply, and it's this.
Elvis, what's your idea of the ideal girl?
Female, sir.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so that's for Rhubarb. Now, this one is, I strike like a cobra, make no mistake, and baby, you'll be blank, quick as a wink. Okay, so what do you think that is? Nice shot of Elvis in the background. Yes, it certainly is. Steve's great. Well, thank you, Brian. Okay. Dylan says back. I strike like a cobra, make no mistake. And baby, you'll be blank, quick as a wink. Okay, Roseanne Dalby has said trapped. And I do believe that Roseanne is the first person to say trapped, which is the answer I have on my piece of paper here. Animal instinct, yes. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention it earlier on. You can be fan of the week as well. If you keep the chat flowing, you'll see those little crowns. Number 3, Jane Trainer is actually number 3 at the moment, but somebody there is number 1 because they've actually commented more than everybody else, and that means that they will be fan of the week. So I can crown somebody fan of the week later on. Now. Yeah, so basically, I've forgotten already who it was. Oh, yes, Roseanne Dalby. Hello, Roseanne, by the way. And I'm going to put your name, Roseanne Dalby, and I am going to say that your name will be on next month's Wheel of Fortune. But you also get this delightful...
Elvis, what's your idea of the ideal girl?
Female, sir.
Okay. Right, so that's number 2. Number 3, right, it's 2 blanks, okay? It's a blankety blank. And I'm going to say that she had all that I wanted and more, and I've seen blankety blank before. Ay. What do you think? So I need 2 words from you, please. Oh, I'm not right. I'm not right today. I'm just not right. And I think that little glitch at the start of the show. Dylan's Wonderful World of Elvis, her face. Helen Ludlow says honeybees. 64 CRC, I think, is laughing at me. And I don't blame you. Vincenzo says honeybees. It is honeybees. I've seen honeybees before. It's from I've Got Stung, of course. So I'm going to have to say, well done, Helen Ludlow. Juliana says, Helen got it quick. Thanks, Juliana. Thanks very much. So, Helen, well done. And you are, again, your name is going to be on the wheel.
Elvis, what's your idea of the ideal girl?
Female, sir.
I can't even hear the song in my head. Dylan, you're having the same sort of day as I'm having. I think it's going to be fairly exciting when me and you start talking in a few minutes because we're both all over the place. Oh, dear. I'm going to go for a long lie down after this show. Sung it in my head, but not quick enough, Rhubarb. Okay, Rhubarb, but I think I did see you get honeybees. Right, here we go. Oh, I love this song. But you don't hear it very often. Then just in time, I saw the blank in your eye. Actually, just put two and two together. What appears in somebody's eye? Don't say eyelash. Light. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what you're doing there, Dylan. Yes. Tear. Mrs. EAP says sty. I like it. Tear, yes. Twinkle. Twinkle, yes. Little star. Okay, so basically, Bossa Nova just beat Roseanne to it. So it's Bossa Nova because it is just in time I saw the blank in your eye. And what song was it? I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, so Bossa Nova. Bossa Nova. And Bossa, you get this.
Elvis, what's your idea of the ideal girl?
Female, sir.
Okay, right. I'm going to see a lot of correct answers. Oh, yes, from a Jack to a King. Thanks, Juliana. You see, where would I be without people like Dylan, Juliana, Chris, all these people telling me these right answers. Then just in time, I saw the twinkle in your eye, from a Jack to a King. Yes, correct. Okay, now, a lot of people are going to get this one, so I'm going to have to be on my mettle here. I really am, because it's, I got a woman, a head like a blank. Spell it wrong. No, John Rowley is quick off the mark. See, look at all those rocks. Look at all those rocks, because that's what it is. I got a woman, a head like a rock. Yeah, it certainly is. So, who was the first person? As far as I can see, it was John Rowley. At least on my end. Juliana says, yeah, looks like John Rowley, at least on my end as well. Yeah, so well done, John. John Rowley. I hope everybody's having fun with this blankety blank quiz. In fact, if they are, I'm going to do another one. I think this is the second time I've done it, I believe. Second or third. So, yeah. I know I mentioned Backwards Elvis last week, but I just didn't have time to do Backwards Elvis. So, didn't have time. It was a rushed week, and yeah. John?
Elvis, what's your idea of the ideal girl?
Female, sir.
John, perhaps you can tell me what your idea of the ideal woman is. Now, oh, yes. This one as well. This one you don't hear very often either, and again, could be underrated. And it's, I didn't get far because here we are, and I'm still blank for more. I didn't get far because here we are, and I'm still blank for more. Okay, let's have a look. Ian Mackay is in the building. Hi, Ian. Begging. Yes, for the millionth and the last time. And I do, but there's Ian Mackay says begging. Yes. Okay, now, oh, I see Anne White says waiting. Yeah, that would have fitted in as well, wouldn't it? And I'm still waiting for more, but it's begging. And I'm going to give that to Brian Roberts. Well done, Brian Roberts. Brian Roberts. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I enjoyed that immensely, I must admit. I don't know whether you did. In fact, if you heard me say on the trailer that I record on the Saturday and normally pump out on the Saturday on my different social medias, Twitter and Facebook Instagram, and I normally put a little one on Discord as well. I says, it's great fun. Well, for me anyway. For the millionth and the last time is correct, Ruth. Yes. Jane is still number 3. Well, we have a look to see who the top fans are. Yes, let's have a look. Okay, yes, Jane is number 3. Ruth is number 2. Why is that not showing me? Malibu or something, it looks like is number 1. Malibu, yes, is number 1. That's a drink as well, I believe, isn't it? So that's the top fans so far. Number 1, Malibu. Number 2, Ruth. Number 3, Jane. Number 4, Jason. Teresa, how are you? Glad to see you back on. I know there was a bit of a glitch during the week, which we cleared. She's number 5. John Rowley is number 6. Bossa Nova. Brian, Rebel, Rhubarb, Paul, you're number 11. Mike M, hi Mike. Yes, you're all there and doing well. Somebody must try and knock Malibu off number 1. Now, first of all, I would like, well, not first of all, but I would like to just interject and say that I owe everybody that watches this channel live and watches on playback, catch up, a huge apology, simply because a couple of weeks ago I was told, I thought on good authority, but these things happen, that the distributor for EPiC was going to be Warner Brothers. Well, no, it turns out that it's wrong. It's not Warner Brothers, okay? So it's, as we can see, a very short statement here. Baz Luhrmann's EPiC, Elvis Presley in Concert, has been acquired by Neon and Universal Pictures for domestic and international rights, respectively. Neon will release the film theatrically in the US, and Universal Pictures International will release the film internationally in 2026. So I'd just like to say, and there was no intention to mislead when I said that it was going to be Warner Brothers. I did say a couple of weeks ago that if it was proved that it was wrong, I would come out and I would apologize profusely. So I do now look like a bit of a prat. But I do feel that I owe you all an apology by telling you it was Warner Brothers, and then it wasn't. I was told it was Warner Brothers. Maybe I jumped the gun. I probably did. And I should have learnt my lesson. But as I say, there was no intention to mislead. I am very, very sorry that I told you Warner Brothers, and it is Neon and Universal. And it's great news. It really is great news. And that leads me on to the topic. And the topic is this. We'll get back to EPiC in a minute because it's a two-pronged topic. And somebody says, don't care who it is as long as we get to see it. Correct. Rebel says, no harm done. Don't worry about it. Thank you very much. But I do, Edwidge says, don't worry as well. I do worry, though, because it might have been, people might have seen it as me trying to mislead, or, I wouldn't do that. I genuinely made a mistake. So, yes, the topic. From Here to the Great Unknown, a memoir by Lisa Marie Presley, written with her daughter Riley Keough, is to be published in paperback next month by Penguin Random House. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with the hardback cover. There it is. Shows Elvis and Lisa. Well, half of Elvis anyway. That again was a strange thing to do, I suppose. We when we saw it last October, I believe. Is it really 12 months? Yes, it could be. So we kind of thought, why are they only showing half of Elvis's face? Now, so we're familiar with that as the hardback. Well, here is the paperback. Let's have a look at it. There it is. As you can see, a different cover. No Elvis. Riley, cute Riley, poking her tongue out, and lovely looking Lisa Marie Presley. Out in paperback on November the 11th, 2025. What do you think of that paperback cover? That's my question. And we'll be running a poll on that in a second. Okay. But I also wanted to say, EPiC. Yes, we have fantastic news about the distributor. However, and there always is a however, Ernst Jorgensen appeared on YouTube during the week, And some of the things he said kind of threw me a little bit. First of all, he said that he thinks that this movie will make Elvis respectable again. Well, when did Elvis cease to be respectable? He was always respectable. So I thought that was a bit of a strange thing to say. Oh, then he said that there was no budget for the movie. So where did all the financing come from to make the movie? I thought that was a bit odd as well. And he also said, of course, that's all changed now, but he did mention Netflix and Amazon Prime. But with the announcement of the distributor, Neon and Universal, that now becomes sort of a moot point. But for him to mention Netflix and Amazon Prime, does that mean that after Neon and Universal have finished it with it in theaters, is it going to be streamed on Netflix or Amazon Prime? Oh, yes. And is more of it going to be? Oh, there's another thing he said. He said there are not 6 concerts available from Elvis on tour, only 4. And only Hampton Roads is complete. Now, we kind of got the impression from Baz when he said that at the premiere in Toronto that the Hampton Roads was complete. So that's a little bit disappointing, I suppose, that there isn't 6 concerts available. Strange thing he said as well was he said footage has gone missing. Missing since when? And where has it gone missing to? Well, I suppose nobody knows where it's gone missing to. If they knew where it had gone missing, it wouldn't be missing. So, yeah, I mean, and also, does that mean it's gone missing since 2001? Because we know that Ernst worked on the Elvis That's the Way It Is movie in 2001. It was cut down from 2.5 hours to 90 minutes. So can you imagine what was in the missing, sort of hour? You know, we've got an hour and a half, cut down from 2.5 hours. He said it was difficult to cut stuff out because it was all so good. Now, I watched this YouTube video and they threw it out to the audience to ask questions after Ernst stopped talking. And nobody... I was begging somebody to ask, what other stuff is on the other 59 reels that you haven't used, or 59 hours, whatever. But nobody asked. I was literally saying, come on, guys, ask, please. But nobody asked. So I'd love to know what the other 59 hours involves. And maybe you've got an idea. Maybe you've got a thought. So that's the 2 things that really you can ring me and talk to me about. You can talk to me about Ernst, great man. We're so thankful to Ernst for all the work that he's done in the Elvis world over the past how many years? I don't know how many years. He's been at it decades now. And also the paperback version of From Here to the Great Unknown, Lisa Marie Presley and Riley Keough. With a new afterword. Does anybody know what that new afterword says? I'd be interested to know as well. But before we go any further, I want to do another one of these.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 2.
Clue number 2 is October the 16th. John Rowley says EPiC gets stranger. Well, it gets more epic as well as it gets closer. Oh, let's do the poll. Yes, and the poll is no Elvis on the cover of Lisa Marie Presley's paperback book. Does it bother you? Very, very simple. There you go. That should come up for you now. Yes or no. Does it bother you that there is no Elvis now on From Here to the Great Unknown? Alrighty. You can vote away to your heart's content. Nobody sees who votes what. We just see a percentage of yes and no. So, that's all I can say about that. I need to just pull something up here before we go any further because I need to do something to make sure that everything works.
It's time once again for Dylan's Elvis Tale.
Ba-da-da-bum. Yes. Dylan, can you hear me?
Very well. Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. And do you know what? I was actually wondering whether I'd even speak to you tonight at one point.
when you said that, that put the fear of everything that is holy on me, because I was like, I'm not going to be able to tell my tale.
Yeah, I know. Well, like, we could have carried it over to next week, but I know you've been really, really excited about this tale, haven't you?
Mainly for your reaction.
Oh, for my reaction. So if I just sit here and do nothing when you tell the story, you'll go, "What's he up to?" No, I'm pretty sure I'll have a big reaction on
I'm going to
this.
be very disappointed if that's the case. I'll be very disappointed.
Have I ever disappointed you?
Yes. No, I'm kidding. Of course you haven't.
You sounded like Brent then. He always does that and he says, I'm kidding.
Of course I'm kidding. I was
Yeah.
talking about Brent.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a meeting tomorrow. A production meeting is what they call it in the business.
Oh.
A post-production meeting
Uh-huh.
is the posh term.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that the Elvis studio experience is getting ever closer.
The Elvis Experience. Yes, it's the 1971 sessions in Nashville in Studio B, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. October 18th is the current date. However, with all the components that have been put into this special, it's looking like it's going to be pushed back just a wee bit. So once I know the new date, I will let you know.
It might be the next Saturday, would it be, or something like that, yeah?
Maybe. I'm
All
not
right.
sure.
Okay, well, listen, the main thing is it gets done and it gets done right and then we all see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I've done all that I can. So now it's down to the main man to make it look great, which I know it will.
Yeah, come on, Brent, get your finger out.
No.
That's a very English saying, isn't it? Get your finger out.
Yeah.
Okay, now, what would you like to do first? Would you like to? I'll tell you what. We'll get the simple part out the way first, okay? Which is no Elvis on the cover of Lisa Marie's paperback book. Okay, does it bother you? Yes or no? Simple yes or no.
No.
Doesn't bother you? Okay. Now, I know from being a big book reader in my youth that the hardback cover was always different to the paperback cover on books. It just was. I never kind of figured out why, but it was always different.
Yeah, and see, I feel like there would have been more backlash if it was the hardback that was being changed.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's the paperback. And so, I think what I would say to people is, I can understand where everybody's coming from, but I wouldn't worry too much because you've still got the book with Elvis to look at.
Yes, exactly. And
That's what I'm saying.
And the new afterward. Do we know what's in the new afterward?
Without being too political, I've got a good idea.
Yeah. Is it something to do with Priscilla, do you think, or?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. I wasn't sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was asking because I don't know, you know?
Yeah.
So,
But
okay.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. Right. So, where do we go then? Do we do the tale? Or is this something else you want to talk about first?
Ernst.
Oh, you want to talk about Ernst? Oh, yeah. Let's talk about Ernst. Yes, please. Yeah.
I see. Someone said in the comments, and it's a good question. If there's only 4 shows filmed from the April tour, where's the 59 hours coming from?
Yeah, I mean, don't forget.
Unless it's like, oh, that's the way it is. Stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't forget,
stuff.
it's split between that's the way it is as well.
So
yeah.
potentially, I think that's probably, if I had to guess, that's where a lot of it could be coming from.
I mean, they cut it down from 2.5 hours, so they had to slice a whole hour off it. Now that's a lot of footage, and I'm wondering now whether what we'll do is we'll get the 2.5 hour version as the director's cut.
Barrett, do you know what I saw the other day?
Go on.
I saw a picture, just a screenshot from EPiC of Elvis in the white fireworks.
Oh, from Albuquerque.
Yeah, which was the last day. And there was something somewhere that said that the little girl with cancer is featured.
Yes, yeah. As far as I know, they've cleaned it up and they do show that part. I think her name was Denise. Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that appears. Yeah, it does.
So, but also there's a backstage for picture that I saw of him in the fireworks just as he's about to go on. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed because that's one of my personal favorite suits. I love that suit, the white fireworks.
Yeah, and that could be in the 2.5 hour So maybe we're going to get a 2.5 hour director's cut, and then we're going to get streaming, and we're going to get a lot more of the footage than 2.5 hours on the streaming. Maybe, we could get a series or something on Netflix or Amazon Prime, maybe.
I feel maybe like a Get Back kind of deal.
But don't forget we're only going to see 90 minutes on the big screen. The rest of it, if it's streaming, we're only going to see it on our 50-inch or 65-inch television or something. So we'll have to sit a lot closer with our noses up against the screen like that.
Yeah, and some people's eyesight aren't as good as it used to be, so we have to squint.
Mine's getting worse every year, but that's what you get when you get old, you know.
Well, no, listen, I'm 22 years old, and my eyesight is appalling. It's shocking.
You should get some Elvis prescription sunglasses. I wish you should do.
I've got some Elvis sunglasses.
Yes, I know you have, but they're not prescription. You should get prescription lenses put in them. Then you could wear them all the time. Brilliant.
You know what? I might just do that. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. See, you heard it here first, folks. This was my idea. So when you see Dylan on his YouTube channel, and he's got the Elvis glasses on, you can say, that's thanks to Steve. He can see now without bumping into things.
All right. It's not that bad.
Okay, yeah. Come on, stop making fun of Dylan, for goodness sake. As Brent would say, I was joking.
I'm going to cry in a minute.
Oh, no, don't do that, mate. Don't do that. You know me well enough by now. Now,
go on then.
Come on, I can't wait any longer. I just can't wait.
I can't wait. And I know what it is.
And I've got, two photographs here I'm going to show when you're talking about it.
Two?
Yeah, well, I added, I know you sent me one, but I added one on as well, just like that, you know. Because it's my show, okay?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, away you go.
All right. So these two pictures are from January 1973 when Elvis is landing in Hawaii. January 9th, I believe. Unless it's the 8th. I think it's the 9th. Anyway, he's landing in Hawaii and he's wearing what is now known as the helicopter suit, which is a white corduroy suit and a black shirt with red dots. And he's wearing a necklace. Now, this necklace has been the bane of my existence for nearly 20 years. I've been trying to find out what this necklace is. I've never been able to find out. For years, I thought this was an eagle. And it would make sense because, Hawaii, American Eagle, Elvis being patriotic, all that good stuff. It's not an eagle. It is a shark tooth.
A shark tooth?
Yes, you heard it here. A shark tooth.
Now wait a second. I'm gonna pause this on the one that you sent me. It looks like an eagle to me.
No, it looks like an eagle to me.
Yeah.
I've got it on good authority.
It looks like an eagle in flight.
It does, but I've got it on good authority that it is a shark tooth.
Okay.
So there you go.
I am going to have to go and get my Elvis DVD out now. You know the special set that they released a few. The white one with two discs. I think is it 2 or 3? I think the NBC is 3. I think the Hello from Hawaii might be 2.
Yeah, Aloha has got the rehearsal and the broadcast.
Yeah, but it's got this sequence completely raw and unedited of him getting out and everything like that. And I'm gonna have to try and pause it and get right up to the television and have a look. So it's a shark tooth.
It's a shark tooth. So there you go.
I am amazed. If you could hear my mouth dropping open, you would. It's dropping open. It is dropping.
I almost heard the jaw hitting the microphone for me, and I've not gone for the microphone.
It was like this, bump. What was I going to say? Do you know, I must admit, I mean, most of the time he's covered in lays, So, I mean, the second picture I'm showing now, you can't see the shirt anyway because he's got so many lays around his neck. So that's my excuse for not knowing about that. That's amazing. Well,
so there you go.
Just truly amazing.
So after 50 odd years of you watching that, now you know it's a shark tooth.
After all these years, a young whippersnapper comes along called Dylan and tells me about it. I'm amazed.
Yes,
I'm amazed. Yes, sir.
Well, there you go. That's my job done. I don't need to do any more tales because
don't you dare leave me high and dry without any Dylan's tales. Now listen,
I've stumped you. I've done my job. I've stumped you.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to do.
And listen,
I know that you've been. Listen. Well, okay. So I'm not trying to make you feel old, but you've been a fan longer than I've been alive, literally.
Oh yeah.
And I've just stumped you. That's my job done. That's all I wanted to do.
Well, so you're not teasing me next week then? You're not teasing me for next week's?
No, I am. No, I am.
Brilliant.
I am.
Brilliant. Okay.
So there is a shot of the black pinwheel, which I now know is from 71. But when I first saw it, I didn't think it was from 71. I thought it was from another year. So I'm going to show you what the picture is, tell you what I thought it was, and then tell you what it actually is.
Brilliant. So it's another item of clothing.
And I feel like this one is kind of going to be a more, I don't know if it's recognizable the word, but like I feel like people would know this one more because it's a very famous like show that happened. Okay. So a lot of people will be going, "Oh, Dylan, yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know that." So I'm going to tell you that it's something that I didn't know. Okay,
so and you'll hear my jaw hitting the microphone again next week by the sounds of it.
Well, no, because I think this is because these pictures from the show are like very, very famous.
Right.
So I feel like people like will know what it is.
All right.
But I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right. Okay. Right. Looking forward to it already.
Right. Thank you.
See ya. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Join us again next week for another Dylan's Elvis tale.
Truly amazing. A shark's tooth. Hi, Vincenzo. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing really well. What do you think of that tale from Dylan?
It was good. That's a good tale. I didn't know that either. I have the 2 box set edition of Aloha.
Yeah, which I'm going to get out now after the show and look to see if I can make it out. I was always under the impression it was a bird or something like that, or a lion's head or something, but not a shark's tooth. Yeah.
I thought it was an eagle, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, can I ask you, does it bother you about Lisa Marie's paperback book not having Elvis on the cover?
No, actually, I like the new cover.
Yeah, it's okay, isn't it? To be honest, it's a cute picture of her sticking her tongue out. It's a lovely photograph of Lisa Marie. It really is.
Yeah.
Listen, maybe we don't need Elvis's face on this one in particular because we already seen it on the other one. So I don't know. I'll see how the poll comes out. So you voted no, then it doesn't give you any problems.
No.
Fair enough. All right, Vincenzo. Thanks very much. Yeah, nice talking to you. All the best. And a young lady called Juliana is on the line as well. Hi, Juliana.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
Are you feeling better?
Finally.
Yeah, it was a long old stretch, wasn't it?
It was, and I think I finally got rid of the cough too. So we're both back up there now.
Yeah, well, I often find when you have something like that, like a virus or a cold or flu, it's normally the cough that sort of lasts the longest, and it's the thing that drags on for weeks afterwards. And it's also the most annoying thing as well.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. It's incredible, but I'm finally, and the weather's cooling down. I'm pulling out my sweaters, and it's great.
Yeah, good.
And we had the distributor news, which was fantastic. I found out about that literally like 30 seconds after Baz had posted it, and I just went insane. I mean, I was sending it to everybody I knew.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really good news. Okay, I mean, I did put my foot in it by saying Warner Brothers, but does it really matter now? As long as we've got a distributor, that's the main thing. We know now that we're all going to get to see it. And
exactly, yeah.
Where do you want to start, though? Does the what did you think of Ernst? Did you see the video of Ernst?
I didn't, and to be completely honest with you, I didn't know who he was. I had to look it up when you were talking about him in the beginning of the video.
Yeah, well, maybe new fans wouldn't know who Ernst is. Yeah.
And he had said, you had said he had said something about this maybe making Elvis more respectable, and you said he always was respectable, and he is, but I think he might have been referring more so to the general public, because as far as the general public's concerned, a lot of people nowadays don't think he was a respectable person, which is why you'll hear a lot of younger Elvis fans finding themselves having to constantly defend him and things like that. So I think maybe that's what he was referring to, just to the general public in that way, which I think he's right. I mean, between the Elvis movie and this, I think it'll do wonders for his legacy and everything, and probably bringing in more fans more than the Elvis movie did, because with this, it's not an actor portraying him, it's actually him.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
if it's going to be in movie theaters, it'll actually bring him to the big screen and not an actor. So I'm interested to see what it'll do and how it'll grow the community and things like that, for sure.
I cringed when he said that they cut it down from 2.5 hours to 90. Now, I know why they had to do that. Distributors sometimes say, look, we can't, we have to have this at a more respectable duration. 90 minutes seems to be the sweet point for a lot of movies. Some of them go up to 2 hours, but 2.5 hours is nearly unheard of now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't stick with 2 hours and they went all the way down to 90 minutes. I wish they would have done 2, but I'm sure they had their reason. And I'm sure, once it gets released on Blu-ray and DVD and things like that, I'm sure that that extra hour will be put right back in.
Well, yeah, I mean, the 2.5 hours is going to be called director's cut, I believe. There's always a director's cut, isn't there? But it was very interesting that he mentioned Netflix and Amazon Prime as well. I mean, that does sound like we're going to get it on streaming as well.
Yeah, which that is fine with me, because just like Baz said, he said it's going to be on big screens and small screens. So you know what? I'll take that. yeah, exactly. What else? No budget. It's strange that he claimed they had no budget. So I don't know where the money came from to do it, unless Baz financed it himself. Hopefully when it's screened, he'll get his money back through the distributors, maybe. Yeah, I know. If there wasn't a budget, I would imagine he was the one that put his money into it, since he's so passionate about Elvis.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, if he's the one putting his money into it, that would explain why it took him so long to get a distributor. If he's paying for the distributor with his own personal money. So now that we know that, all these pieces are kind of like coming into piece, at least on my end, and it's making a lot more sense now.
Yeah. Ernst said that he didn't think it would premiere or at Elvis Week. He says because we're cold, it's it's just not the time to do it in January in Memphis. So he seemed to think that it wouldn't be shown around Elvis's birthday. Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, I get that to an extent, but it's like, it's still birthday week. It's still going to be very busy in that area, and I still think it would be a great time to release it, but I mean, we don't know what he's planning. We never know what Baz has.
No, he always keeps us guessing, doesn't he? They might show a trailer at Graceland during Elvis Week. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. If it's not going to be released, because if it were to be released in January, that would mean we need to have a trailer within the next 2 months, which that could go either way. But if we were to get a trailer within the next 2 months, then that would leave my guess as to, okay, yeah, you're probably going to release it in January. But if we don't, then I would say probably more closer to like March or April or something like that.
All I know is 7 days ago, we know a lot more than we did 7 days ago. This time last week, we were saying, oh, what's going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is this all going to fall through? Now, no.
Yeah. It's interesting because, again, I've been saying this entire time, there's so many people that I've talked to that were so skeptical of Baz and so negative about it, and now all of a sudden all these people are like, oh, we had no reason to worry. I'm like, yeah, I know, I was telling you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know why I feared the worst. I should have had a word with myself, but it was just I don't know what it was. It was just when I heard no distributor and all this and all that, but anyway, we can put it all behind us now, can't we?
Exactly, yeah. Now you're just got to look forward to the trailer, and then when it releases, I'm sure everybody's going to go see it a bunch. I know I'm going to, so.
Yeah, and I would imagine I'm going to go and see it a couple of times because, the little bits and pieces I've seen on the internet, it's just, oh, wow. How many times can I watch? How many times can I watch this? Like, how many times have I watched Elvis on tour? How many times have I watched this? That's the way it is.
Exactly.
I feel the same about this, and I haven't even seen it yet. Okay, alrighty. Anything else you'd like to say? Well, oh yeah. Did we cover the Lisa Marie paperback book? Hello? I seem to have lost Juliana. Oh no. We did cover the paperback book though, didn't we? Yes. But I didn't ask her what she'd voted. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Thanks for calling, Juliana, if you can still hear me. Great call as always. Now, that looks like that's all the calls for this week. So, as I say, we're still asking no Elvis on the cover of Lisa Marie's paperback book. Does it bother you? Simple, very simple, yes or no. Okay, the only thing is I didn't get to ask Juliana what she voted, yes or no. We do have another call coming in, actually, which is great news. Okay. And hello, Stefano.
Hello.
Hello, Stefano. How are you?
Yeah, g'day, mate. Just a quick one, just to say hello. And again, fantastic show. Great fun. I just wanted to say that my opinion on the cover.
Oh, yes, the paperback.
I'm just thinking
cover, yeah.
maybe... Yeah, it just dawned on me that maybe without Elvis being on it, it's because maybe it's time to maybe, because it's probably, it's the updated version, so it has everything to do with Lisa, isn't it? And the Priscilla vibe that's going on, and all the allegations. It's a kind of a messy business, isn't it? So I think it's time to maybe defend Lisa, her mum,
Yeah, I agree.
And get the feeling that's the next chapter.
Yeah.
And a great photo it is. It's lovely, yeah.
Yeah, let's just throw that back up on the screen again. Cute picture, especially the cuteness of Riley sticking her tongue out. It's not really...
I know, but
it's not really,
when I first saw it...
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a posed photograph. I think it's more of a snapshot, and somebody's sort of taking it quickly.
Yeah.
And she's gone like that, and it's great, yeah. It doesn't bother me that Elvis isn't on it either, so...
No, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to see Elvis, and it's all about Elvis, isn't it? But really, I like Lisa, and to be honest, I didn't really pay much attention to Lisa as an adult, her music, but now it's sort of kicking in a little bit. Sometimes you take more notice later on, eh? Like Elvis has always been the focus, so there's so much to watch and see there. But I've got more admiration, and I really like the way Lisa was, and I think she must have had a hard time, eh? Yeah. Like I don't know, but yeah, lovely picture. And when I first saw it, I thought it was Riley, but now it's Lisa. Like you know what I mean? That first glance, they look similar, don't they?
Oh yeah. Very, very similar. What was I going to say?
Beautiful.
So we've got a distributor of EPiC. Great news, isn't it?
Fantastic. Yeah. Doesn't really matter who does it, really, as long as they do it properly.
We never doubted him for a minute, did we?
I did.
Hands up here.
No.
I'm starting to get worried.
He makes me nervous, mate. Baz, some of the stuff I heard him say in the past, he's made me very nervous, and I mean, you don't agree with everybody all the time, even though we're supposed to be all Elvis fans. But I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, like the politics behind it and who has to do what to get their things out there. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this because I feel it's 100% Elvis, and I think Baz is able to, do it properly because it's just Elvis. He doesn't have to. He can't really mess this up, can he? And by all accounts, he's done an excellent job. But I can't wait for it, to be honest. 2026, that's a bit long, isn't it? I don't know if I can wait that long.
Yeah, well, it sounds a long way away, but I mean, it could potentially be 3 months, couldn't it? But I mean, I think we're all a little bit more settled now that we know that they've got a distributor. We were a little bit jittery this time last.
It's agony, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. Right.
Beautiful. Hey, listen, all the best, my friend, and hello to everyone. Yeah. So thanks again.
Thanks, Stefano. Always a pleasure.
Cheers, Steve.
Cheers.
See you, mate. Bye-bye. Cheers, mate.
Just a quick one there. Juliana says my Wi-Fi internet crashed. Don't worry about it. The fact that you called in was brilliant, and it was a great call as well. Really was. as I say, we're still asking you, if you haven't voted yet, I'm sure you have, but just no Elvis on the cover of Lisa Marie's paperback book. Does it bother you? Yes or no? Very simple as that. So we've got to move on, because I don't think we've got any more callers. No, that's great. Lovely callers tonight. And what do we move on to? We move on to this.
It's time now for This Day in Elvis History.
Yes. Now, October the 12th, if this is a red letter day for you or so forth. I'll tell you, before we go any further, let's have a look at the top fans. Let's have a look. Teresa. Teresa's now number 1. Vincenzo is number 2. Dylan is number 3. Then there's Mrs. EAP Elaine. Malibu, you've slipped down the rankings to number 5. Ruth is number 6. Jane is number 7. Yeah, okay. Keep it up, guys, because all you have to do is you have to keep commenting on the... Actually, I should be able to do that, shouldn't I? Let me have a look. Keep commenting on the stream, and you will move up the rankings, and you can be crowned Elvis Fan of the Week. So October the 12th, down through the years, what was Elvis doing? He was doing this. In 1955, Elvis performed at the High School Auditorium, Midland, Texas. They made their third and final appearance at the High School Auditorium on October the 12th, 1955. The 7:30 show cost $1.25 in advance and $1.50 at the door. Children, 50 cents. Wow. It is reputedly at this show that Elvis met Roy Orbison for the first time, though Roy had wanted to meet him since seeing him perform at early as Dallas in April, while attending college at the North Texas State University in Denton near Fort Worth. Okay, 1956, and I have photographs. Elvis performed at the Heart of Texas Coliseum, Waco, Texas. What have we got? We've got that. What a lovely action shot that is. That would make a good album cover, wouldn't it? It really would. And there's the flyers, if you like. Friday, October the 12th, 8 p.m., Heart of Texas Coliseum, one show only, in person, Elvis Presley. There you go. And then another one, obviously the one that was put up on the day. Tonight, 8 p.m., one show only. That was on this day in 1956. 1957, Elvis left Memphis for Las Vegas vacation. He stayed at the Sahara Hotel and dated the exotic dancer Tempest Storm. I'll just show the photograph, okay? I won't actually say anything about it. I'll just show the photograph. Okay? That was on this day in 1957. 1962, it happened at the World's Fair. Another cute shot of Elvis and the little girl, Vicky too, I think it was, yes. And she gets a pain in her belly, doesn't she, from eating too much. Great shot, that. Tickle Me starts production in 1964. This is another photograph I just love, okay? On this day, October the 12th, 1965, Elvis is photographed and he's seen racing up and down the drive on a go-kart at Graceland. And what a fantastic shot that is. Great shot. What I wouldn't have given to have got it on another go-kart and raced him up and down those driveways. I love go-karts, and Elvis did as well. They did well getting that photograph, didn't they? You can see the wall at the bottom of the picture. You can see the top of the wall. Now, whether that was just the low part of the wall, or whether they stood on tippy toe, or whether they climbed up the wall to get the shot, but they did a really good job. Whoever took that photograph, anyway. So that was on this day in 1965. We've also got 1967, Elvis in Arizona for Stay Away Joe, and 1970, Elvis flew to Las Vegas to pick up a new car. As you do, because you're Elvis. 1973, Elvis and Linda arrived at Graceland, where Linda called Dr. Nicholas. Nicopoulos, Dr. Nick. Just the day before, Elvis experienced some difficulty breathing, so Dr. Nicopoulos arranged for his nurse, Tish Henley, to care for Elvis at home. Yeah, Elvis wasn't too well this time of year in 1973. 1974, we have this. We have Elvis did dinner and midnight shows at Toho, Lake Tahoe. Now, I've got a picture here of him in Tahoe. And yes, your eyes aren't deceiving you. It is the sundial. And that's when it made its debut, actually. A lot of people associate the sundial with 1977. But as a lot of us know, he started wearing it in 1974. So Vincenzo says, love seeing Elvis riding on go-kart, Steve. Yes, so do I, Vincenzo. So do I. I had a photo with Tempest Storm a few years ago. She put her feather bower on me. Will send, Steve. Oh, I'm going to enjoy looking at that, Paul. And if you don't mind, I will show it next week. If that's okay by you. Just let me know either way. Right. Well done, Paul. Okay. In 1976, Elvis returned the call from Red West, and for the first time after the firing, they had a long talk. Red taped the conversation. I know a lot of people didn't agree with him, taping that conversation, but he did. And we've heard a transcript appears at the end of Elvis What Happened, and also it's also available on YouTube as well, the audio recording. It's not very easy to hear Elvis's side of the conversation, I must admit, but there is one that's a transcript of it, so you can sort of follow along. There was an overall tone of regret on both sides, and Elvis's speech patterns indicated extreme stress, distress, and depression, often deflecting into song titles or lyrics, reaching for what he wanted to say directly. Elvis didn't confront Red directly, but simply said, if you need me for anything, I would be more than happy to help out. You do whatever you have to do. I just want you and Pat to know I'm still here. So there you are. That's how Elvis's and Red's long relationship ended on this day in 1976. So there you are. We'll have another Elvis, This Day in Elvis History next week. But for now, we're going to have another one of these.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 3.
All right. Clue number 3 is Elvis has left the building. All righty. Now, even if you do know it, don't type it in the chat yet, because we've got one more clue to go. Even if you do know, like I say, cheers. Thanks very much to the person that bought me coffee. By Jove, I needed it this week, and by Jove, I needed it about an hour and a half ago when I thought I wasn't going to be able to go live. I would have missed you all. I really would have. Now, a song I wish Elvis had recorded. Don't forget, please vote on the poll. No Elvis on the cover of Lisa Marie's paperback book. Does it bother you? And we're getting, by the looks of it, quite a few votes. So there's the hardback with Elvis on, looking fantastic. Lisa looking cute. And then we've got the paperback, which comes out next month, of Riley sticking her tongue out and Lisa Marie. Okay. So don't forget, please. I'll keep an eye on the votes. If they don't go up any higher in the next few minutes, I'll close the vote. But it's still your chance to vote if you do want to vote. Now, a song I wish Elvis had recorded. Suggested by Cameron. Hi. Thanks, Cam, for sending this in. Cameron, thanks very much. Helping me out. A Whiter Shade of Pale is a song by English rock group Procol Harum that was issued as their debut single on 12th of May 1967. The single reached number 1 in the UK singles chart on June the 8th and stayed there for 6 weeks. Without much promotion, it reached number 5 on the US Billboard Hot 100, one of the anthems of the 1967 Summer of Love. It is one of the most commercially successful singles in history, having sold more than 10 million copies worldwide. Doreen, thanks for all you do for the show. Don't know what I'd do on a Sunday without it. Well, thank you very, very much for that kind donation to the channel. Thanks, Doreen. In the years since, A Whiter Shade of Pale has become an enduring classic with more than 1,000 known cover versions by other artists. In 1977, the song was named joint winner, along with Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, of the Best British Pop Single 1952 to 1977 at the Brit Awards. With its Bach-derived instrumental melody, soulful vocals, melancholic tone and unusual lyrics, the music of A Whiter Shade of Pale was composed by Gary Brooker and Matthew Fisher, while the lyrics were written by Keith Reid. Reid got the title and starting point for the song at a party. He overheard someone at the party saying to a woman, "You've turned a whiter shade of pale." And the phrase stuck in his mind. Cameron says, A Whiter Shade of Pale came just at the time when Elvis was in transition away from the movies and seriously thinking about the music he was recording. I think if this song had been offered to him, he would have recorded it, just like he said to Steve Binder about MacArthur's Park. So there you are. Thanks for sending that in, Cam. Very, very kind of you. You can send in your I wish Elvis had recorded suggestions if you wish. And there it is. On the Durham label by the looks of it. Durham, yeah. Okay. Now, that's that. Oh, yeah. Caption the photo. Yes.
It's time now for Caption the Photo.
What's going on here? I don't know. That's why I asked you to caption it. Okay, a young lady there with her hand on Elvis's knee, and it says, "Fabian, I've been a fan of yours for 1959 since 1959. Lady, I'm not Fabian. I'm Pat Boone. I've just ironed these trousers. Get your hand off. You need somebody to lean on, baby. Somebody to tell you your troubles to." What you looking at back there? That's another one. Do you want to get serious or just play a little bit? It's not tactics, honey. It's just the beast in me. Breaking news. Fan achieves first documented case of knee me tender. Okay. But the winner, as voted for by you, is some fans are just plain needy. Get it? Kneedy. Some fans are just plain needy. I thought that was clever, and so did you, because you gave it the most thumbs up. And it was by Gary Selick. So well done, Gary. Congratulations. You are the winner of this week's Caption the Photo. There will be another Caption this Photo probably Tuesday on the post tab. Now, let's have a look. I'm going to close the... if I can find it. Okay. I'm going to close the poll. End poll. There it is. No Elvis on the cover. Lisa Marie's paperback book. Does it bother you? No, 58%, and yes, 42%. Thank you very, very much. I would be in the majority there, 58%. However, quite high, yes, 42%. So 42% of you would like to have seen Elvis included somehow on the paperback. As I did say, actually, at the start of the show, the paperback cover is normally different to the hardback. But that doesn't mean they couldn't have included Elvis on the paperback as well with another photograph of him and Lisa, maybe. And maybe they could have kind of incorporated Riley as well in it. I don't know. It would have been some sort of Photoshop needed to be done, though, wouldn't there? So, yeah. 2 photo into 1, says David Lohman. Yes, that's what they could have done, yeah. Let's have a look. Okay. Now, where have we got to go now? Still coming up is the Fan of the Month winner with the Wheel of Fortune. fan of the week as well. Shall we have a look to see who is leading? Doreen. Well done, Doreen. Jane is number 2. Teresa is number 3. Teresa was number 1 a few minutes ago, I think. Okay. So, Elvis Song of the Week. Oh, yes. Oh, by the way, the King Creole, I said the 18th of October, which is next Saturday, but it might have to be pushed back another week to maybe the 26th. I think the Saturday is the 26th, but it is coming up. It is coming up. I am working on it. It's just I'm trying to get everything aligned up properly. So, yeah. That is coming up, and as I say, you can send in your ideas for songs you wish Elvis had recorded. Song of the week, you can give me sort of 4 songs, and I will. I'll put that up as a poll. So this is how it worked. I asked, if you could as well, kindly, if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet. Click on the subscribe button and click the bell and turn it black for all notifications. I would be most appreciative. Now, this is how Song of the Week worked. I picked the side 1 of the album, Something for Everybody. As we probably know, side 1 was the ballads and side 2 was the sort of the more rocking, upbeat numbers. Now, I'm only allowed 4 options. So what I picked was It's a Sin, Starting Today, Give Me the Right, and There's Always Me. And this is how you voted. Well, as you can see, 22%, 5%, 17%, and 56%. Well, what got the 56%? Basically, it was hands down, There's Always Me. So Starting Today was second, Give Me the Right was third, and Is It a Sin? Sorry, It's a Sin, I beg your pardon. Only 5% got 4th place. So, that doesn't surprise me. That There's Always Me. I thought it would have been closer, though. But I would have gone for There's Always Me as well. So I'll be posting another poll early on in the week for Elvis Song of the Week. Did your song win? Did you pick There's Always Me? And there's the single, backed by Judy. Actually, Judy was part of the poll last week. And Summer Vacation Special, by popular demand, There's Always Me, Judy. So congratulations if yours won, There's Always Me, by 56%. Now, number 4.
Hidden Elvis, 4th and final clue.
4th and final clue is December 15th, 1956. There you are. And can anybody tell me from those 4 clues, April the 3rd, October the 16th, Elvis has left the building, and December the 15th, 1956. Oh, wow. I look away, and Paul Gansky, Pat Shepard, Mrs. EAP Elaine, Rhubarb kind of got it by saying Horace Logan. Susan S., yes. Oh, Gilbert Aldevorn, yeah, I can see why she's saying that. Pamela Chessman. Teresa says, yes, There's Always Me is very romantic. I agree. Vincenzo, Louisiana Hayride. Yeah, now let me just take you through it. April the 3rd, 1948 was when it began. October the 16th was Elvis's first appearance, I believe. Elvis Has Left the Building is when that was first used. Believe it or not, everybody thought Al Devoren was the first person to say that, but it was actually Horace Logan at Louisiana Hayride. And December the 15th, 1956 was his final appearance. So, there you are. And I have a picture of Elvis at KWKH, Louisiana Hayride. And there will be another Hidden Elvis next week. Because it's fun. It really is fun. Now, we're going to do Smoking Hot. And then we're going to do... I'll tell you what. Do you know what? Because I'll forget else if I don't. Fan of the Week. The Fan of the Week is Doreen. Congratulations, Doreen. or Beanie, as I know her. She's number 1. And Jane, number 2, and Teresa, number 3. Those are the top 3. So we crown Doreen as Fan of the Week. Now, I'm going to do Smoking, and then I'm going to do the September winner of Fan of the Month. So here's Smoking. And by Jove, it is. Now, I'm pretty sure that is when he's just had his army haircut on the 24th of March, 1958. And you feast your eyes on Private Elvis. Yes, Private Elvis is right. What does everybody think of that? I think, Rhubarb says, those lips. Yeah, I get it, those lips. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, Pat says it looks like it. Oh, Teresa says sizzling. Yeah, sizzling hot, not smoking hot. Thanks, Anula. Says keep up the good work. I will try. Thank you very much. Don't forget, get involved because it is your channel. I always say that. In fact, I'll just remove Elvis for 1 second. You see that panel? It says get involved. This is your Elvis channel. So, yeah, get involved. Send me all your ideas and things like that. And I just comment. Yeah. It's the eyes for me, says Jane. Yes. Ruth says, soldier boy. Eb Engel says, want the cut hair. That haircut only looked good on Elvis. Yes. Like most things, everything looked good on Elvis. Even the worst things looked really, really good on Elvis. Look at those shirts he wore during the rehearsals for That's the Way It Is. If I wore those, I'd look like I don't know what I'd look like, but Elvis looked fantastic. Thanks, Vincenzo. That's very nice. Anula says, I'm one of those silent ones. Well, don't be silent, Anula. Give us a call, actually. So that's the smoking hot for this week. Which means, yes, stand by. Because basically, we now have this, which is Duncan, Dylan, John, Susan, Ann Y, Juan, Rossi, Brian, Mike M, Murray, Juliana, Mark Green, and Rhubarb. And without further ado, I will go and I will click on Elvis's face. Good luck, everyone. Who is going to be the winner of September's Fan of the Month? Good luck. Is it Brian Roberts? No, it isn't Brian. It's Mike. Mike M. Mike, if you're still watching, congratulations. You are a winner of September's Fan of the Month. Get in contact with me and we'll sort something out for you. Deb H says, spin the wheel. Yes. Anula says, good luck. And Susan says, way to go, Mike. Yes, way to go, Mike is right. And congratulations. And we'll be spinning the wheel next month for this month's winner. It leaves me nothing else to do apart from to say thank you very, very much. I do appreciate your company, and I appreciate people watching on playback as well. And I will show you that I will be here again next Sunday, God willing, 19th of October. It just leaves me to say, Elvis.
All right, let's wrap it up and get out of here.
Thanks to all the great callers. Thanks to Doreen for the coffee. I really do appreciate it because, boy, do I need my caffeine when I'm working on this show. And until October the 19th, next Sunday, it's over to Al to give us what he always gives us.
Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night.